The fact that you exist, you know there is an existent reality. The fact that you and I exist, there is a necessary existence. There is a necessary existence. Because we are all contingent, we are all dependent existence. We all dependent, are we? Are you independent?
No.
If you said you were independent, I would just say stop breathing for 20 minutes. How do happen? We know we exist. We are self-aware. So anything that has brought us into existence, must be self-aware. Has to be. So what thing could have brought us into existence? If it wasn't our parents, if it wasn't the scientists, if it wasn't Superman and Batman, whatever people think like it had all the power. So what is it then? It wasn't our ancestors. They're dead. They can't do anything. It wasn't a nation or a flag or a tribe. It's not the sun and the moon or the planetary bodies. What brought us into existence? The answer is quite simple actually, which you know already. The fact that you exist, you know there is an existent reality. The fact that you and I exist, there is a necessary existence. There is a necessary existence. Because we are all contingent, we are all dependent existence. We all dependent, are we? Are you independent?
No.
If you said you were independent, I would just say stop breathing for 20 minutes. How do happen? You're dependent on air, food, water, and so on.
Like I said, it's a combination of elements that allow life to be created.
Yes, so we for our life to subsist in our living, we are dependent. So everything you see is also dependent. So there's an argument called the argument from contingency. The philosophers are having a big time settling that, because those philosophers who are atheists, they're on their boots now, on their shoes now, trying to reply to this argument. It is such a powerful argument for the existence of God that it is something that you don't need to have a PhD to understand it. If everything is dependent, like you are dependent, I'm dependent, Hamza's dependent, Brother Noah is dependent, everyone is dependent. The tree is dependent. And everything is perishing and decaying. The sum of all of that is also going to be dependent. The sum of dependence that is dependent. You cannot explain the existence of dependent things by itself. Imagine I told you that I gave life to myself, but 200 years ago, 500 years ago, I wasn't even in existence. I wasn't even here. So how could I give life when I was not even here? So a dependent things which is dependent on their existence couldn't have existed by themselves. So you need something that is not contingent or dependent, and that thing is something called the necessary existence, the necessary being, who is independent by necessity, who is absolute by necessity. So that is what we call our creator, because we are a creation, we came into existence. And that creator is self-aware, has to be. This creator is also a possessor of will, has to be. Without will, without intent, without choice, nothing would have happened.
So, thought, but we're going to have to...
Yeah, but do you agree so far?
Sure.
Does it make sense?
It's your point of view, and it's...
No. Does it make sense to you? That's what I'd like to know.
It makes sense. I don't necessarily agree with everything.
No. From what we've said so far, in fact, this is the reasoning that you can take further, and you can yourself come to the conclusion that there is a creator of this universe, this cosmos. You can. It's not simply because you don't have time for it. I mean, you have all the time for everything else, but you have no time for your own existence and trying to find out the meaning. Every part of our body, do they have a purpose? Your eyes, do they hear? No. They have a set function. Your ears have a set function. Not only hearing, but also balancing. You know that, yeah? I'm sure you knew that.
Yeah.
Balance. Your heart, your kidneys, your lungs, your brains, everything has a set function. Was it set by you? Did you decide when you were an embryo, like, I'm going to make my eyes to see? You didn't. Put yourself together, all of your whole body as a whole. What is the purpose? Not set by you.
Well, then let's say like evolution, what things keeps changing.
Evolution,
that someone's allowing it to change.
If you think about evolution, you have to go.
Yeah, we have to have a reservation.
Do you know about Islam? We are Muslims.
Yeah.
We would like you to read the Quran
Yeah.
and scrutinize it. Ask yourself,
Okay.
if this book is not from God, then I must be able to discredit it. Because this book says it's from God. So try to discredit the book is from God. But if you can't, then ask yourself,
Okay.
why do I believe in it?
I'll be back.
Assalamu alaikum brothers and sisters. Hope this video was helpful for you. This may help others too, so please consider sharing, and we will bring more videos in the future inshallah. So consider subscribing and you won't miss any. Jazakallahu khairan.